If you are an EdTech founder who's running funnel after funnel, but you are not able to generate the ROAS that you were looking for, and also you are burning a lot of money in the paid ads, but your team is struggling to close those leads, then here's something for you. Hi, my name is Sachin. I'm the founder of the Year Consulting, and we work with EdTech companies and help them scale to 50 lakh per month and beyond within 4 to 6 months using our proven marketing strategies and sales framework. Now, in this video, I will walk you through the one simple change that we have brought in with the EdTech companies that we are working with, and we were able to help them consistently generate a ROAS of 4 to 5x, 10x, even 17x as well, depending upon who you are targeting in your EdTech business. And not only that, I will also walk you through the entire strategy, what are do's and don'ts, and how you can implement that in your EdTech business. And to really test it out, we also implemented the same funnel in our consulting business as well, and we were able to generate a ROAS of 12.9x. That means this really works. So without any further delay, let's jump in. Now, before I jump into the video, let me really quickly share with you something that I'm sure will be really helpful for you. Now, if you're an EdTech founder, then here's something that we are creating for you. Now, we are building this platform called Scaled, which is basically for the EdTech founder, where we'll be sharing with them the real strategies to grow their business to 1 CR per month. And you will be getting the access of the community. You will be getting a lot of stuff. So right now, we are still in the building process. We have not opened the slots for it, but you can join the wait list. And here's the most important part. This is only open for first 100 users. Yes, we will not take beyond 100 users who are the EdTech founder, who are maybe at 2 lakh per month, 5 lakh per month, or even beginners who can't afford our services. We are creating this community platform for them where we'll be sharing them the strategies, the group playbooks, and all these things that can really help them to move the needle. Now, there will be a small nominal fee that you need to pay for 1 year subscription of it, but I'm sure it'll be really useful. So if you feel like that you want to join it, the link is there in the description. You can go ahead and join the wait list. And once we're going to be rolling this out, we will be updating you over the email. And already we have got a very good response for the wait list. Only there are a few spots left. So if you are someone who feel like this can be something very, very useful for you, I would highly, highly recommend you should join this, because this will be really, really useful. And you will get a lot of value, because the goal is just simple: helping EdTechs to scale to 1 CR per month. Now, jumping back into the video. So here we are. Now, let me first give you the overview of the funnel, what exactly this funnel is all about. Now, most of you must be aware of it, because you must be seeing so many different businesses, and some of you might have implemented this in your business as well, specifically the EdTech business. But that's not where the magic is. The magic is in the optimization, the steps that are we going to reveal to you and share with you in this video. Okay. So it's a very simple funnel, 3-step process. We call it a webinar funnel, or a masterclass, or a boot camp, or a workshop. It can be as short as 90-minute webinar. It can be as long as a 3-day masterclass or 3-day funnel where you deliver value each day for 3 to 4 hours. And that's how you basically educate your audience and sell your program based on who you are serving. Now, as I mentioned to you, there are different EdTech companies that we have worked with. We tested this out, and it really worked well depending upon who is your target audience, right? So it's a very simple funnel, as I mentioned to you. Let me zoom this in for all of you so that you can see this. Yep. All right. So as I shared with you, it's a very simple looking 3-step funnel. There is an ad that is running, which is a video ad, or it can be a creative ad. And then there is a landing page. Yes, there should be a landing page for it. And this is the first important point I want to make, which will help you to see that magic that we were able to create for our clients. It should not be free. It should be paid one. Okay. Now, in free, what really happens is there are a lot of freeloaders that joins. Okay. I hope you know what is freeloaders means. A lot of people who just join for the sake of joining, register, and they don't even know whether they have registered it for it or not. Okay. So it's very, very important that you avoid doing free webinars, free workshop, free boot camps. Reason being, you might see a very good number of registrations, but the quality of those people will not be that great. And we have seen in the webinar or a workshop funnel, the show up rate for a free webinar is as low as 20 to 25% and as high as 30%. That's it. And when it comes to paid webinar or a paid workshop funnel, we have seen a show up rate of as minimum as 50% to as high as 70 to 80%. Okay, which is really good. These are intent people or better quality leads as compared to the free ones, right? So this is the very first demarcation or very important point that I want to share with you. So make sure you use the paid version of workshop, webinar, or masterclass, whatever you want to frame it in your EdTech business if you want to test it out, or if you're already doing it but just doing it for the sake of free. So you will get a quality leads, the show up rate will be high. Okay, and of course you'll be able to generate some revenue as well. You can be break even on your ad spend, right? That's what we have seen as well. So that is how it is. First point. Second is, now delivery part, I'm sure you must be doing it already, or you must be having it already in your ethic business in case you are using it. So give them real education. Do not just do this for just for the sake of selling. Nowadays the buyer are very smart, more smarter than you. So if they can really sense you're not adding value, they will not even stay till the end, even though they are aware that they need a solution. But they will not gonna go for you because you have not been able to build that trust. You're not been able to build that proper credibility because you just went into selling. And I have attended a lot of workshop myself as well, where I just saw, I mean, the founder or the presenter sharing their vision and mission, their backstory only, and then touching the surface level and jumping into the sales part. This is not it should be. Okay, you really need to educate on the problem that you're trying to solve through this webinar for your target audience, and then you should do the pitch at the very end. Okay, and then there should be follow up properly. Okay, you need to follow up it properly to get the maximum out of it. So that's why I'm sharing these magic steps with you. By using the same steps, we were able to help our edtech companies to generate that kind of ROAS and revenue as well. One of the companies is doing 50 lakh per month. One of the companies is doing somewhere around 5 to 10 lakh in that range. One company is already around 10 to 15 lakh in that bracket. So you can really see the scale or different stages of business as well. It really works for all three of them. Okay, now this works best for a mid to high ticket edtechs. Okay, when I say mid to high ticket, basically what I mean by that is somebody who is selling somewhere around as low as 25,000 to as high as 2 lakh or even 3 lakh as well. So this is what I mean by mid to high ticket. Although 25,000 is a mid ticket, I recommend. But yeah, below that, if you're selling somewhere around 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, you might not be able to see that good a ROAS on it. Okay, this funnel. So if you are having that kind of product or your ticket size is in that range, you should definitely try this. And we have seen a very good result for B2C, although it work in B2B as well. Because as I mentioned to you, we tested in our business as well just to test it out whether this works or not, and it really worked well. Now let me walk you through the results. Okay, let me talk about the first one. Now this company is a very established company already. Okay, before joining in, they were not able to generate that ROAS. They were spending 1 rupee and they were getting a ROAS of around 1.5, 1.7x. There was no clear path how they can go up to 4, 5, even 10x as well. So we started with them 3 months, 4 months back, and their journey. We implemented this entire webinar model in there through Meta ads, and we were able to see that now somewhere around 3 to 4 lakh they are spending in a month, and they have been able to generate somewhere around 16 to 17 lakh through just one simple funnel. So here you can see a ROAS somewhere around 4 to 5x, right? So this is how we leverage with a company who have the capacity to spend on it. When you go on scale, your focus should always be how I can be in the range of at least around 4. If you are around 4, that means and I'm talking consistently, I'm not talking about once in a lifetime. Okay, I'm talking consistently. If you are able to clock above 4x, that means you're doing awesome. You can invest more money in your marketing. And that goes for this EdTech company, which is a very renowned company already. They have a very good presence on social media, organically and content wise. It's just that they were missing this particular strategy or the funnel in their business. So we joined in, we plugged that in, and now we are looking forward to helping them to scale to 1 CR a month as well, right? So this is first case study. So they were into B2C and their target audience was students and working professionals. Now let's come to this case study number 2. Now, this edtech business is very renowned and very well-known brand in India overall into the edtech domain, specifically in the domain of law. And they have a very good footfall on their website organically. Now, before working with us, they were already executing this funnel, but some of the key strategies were missing. That's where we come into the picture and we plug in those gaps. And when they implement this, they had a very good event where they have clocked their highest sales in their entire journey so far in last 1 to 2 years, just through that one single workshop that they did. Okay, and they have been able to see a jump of overall 30% increase in their monthly sales revenue. Okay, so that was another key highlight, and this has started working with us 40 days back. So you can see the tangible results within the first month of working, right? So it's just not about just copy pasting these funnels and executing it. It's just about plugging those gaps as well in your business. When I say gaps, what exactly those gaps were? They were doing the workshop for a limited number of leads that they got organically, right? So there were no new incoming of leads through Meta. Okay. So when we started working with them, we helped them to plug in that gap and help them set up that right funnel through which they were able to generate leads. And of course, there were some gaps in their sales process as well, which of course they fixed it out with our help, with our consulting, with our strategies, and they've been able to see a jump of 30%. Now their target audience was students, majority of the students. Okay, working professionals were around somewhere around 20 to 30%, but majority of their target audience were students. Okay, so main switch is from traditional lead generate funnel to a workshop funnel. As I mentioned to you, they were doing it already for organic flow that they were getting, but it was the same pool of people that they were conducting workshop for. There was no new leads that were generated. That's how we come into the picture, and automatically they've seen a jump of 30%. And overall ROAS for them for this particular event or workshop that was virtual 3 hour workshop was somewhere around 6 to 7x. Okay, now this is case study number 2. There is another case study again for a company that just onboarded with us 40 days back, and we helped them in execution of the same funnel which I just shared with you. They were struggling with the lead generation. There were no lead generation that were happening for them. They tried a lot of agencies, but that was not working out. So within that first 1 month, we helped them with those marketing strategies, fixing these funnels, and help them creating that marketing engine that helped them to generate consistent lead for their program. Okay. Now again, their target audience was students and working professionals who were from tech backgrounds. So within first month, we tested with a very small amount that was 9,000 on Meta ads, and they were able to generate a revenue of around 1.6 lakhs through it. Which again, if you can calculate, the reverse is somewhere around 16 to 17x. Okay, so we just tested it out for the one of their program. They are having 3 to 4 different programs. Now we're gonna dial in hard on all those programs, and our goal is to reach 20 to 25 lakh in sales revenue in just next couple of months. That's the goal that we are having for them. So they are also very positive about it. They were very happy about it, that they were missing out on this particular thing, and now still their team is dialing in. I'm sure they can add couple more to this overall revenue. Okay, their again ticket size was somewhere around 25,000, and case study 2, their ticket size was again somewhere around 20 to 25,000. And at tech case study number 1, their ticket size somewhere is around 35,000 to 40,000. Right. And just as I shared with you, we execute this funnel in our B2B business as well, because I really want to test it out whether this work in B2B as well or not. We were able to generate a ROAS of 12.9x. Now, these were some of the case studies that I just shared with you. But here are the best part. What are the fixes that you need to keep in mind? What are those key points that you need to keep in mind while executing this entire funnel? Okay. So why this funnel really works well? As I mentioned to you, it should not be free, it should be paid. So high intent paid leads basically improves your show up rate as well. And of course, it totally depends upon what kind of automation that you have set up through email, through WhatsApp, through calling as well. Okay. Now, all these EdTech companies that I just shared with you, and in our business as well, we do implemented reminders over the call, day before the workshop or a masterclass or a boot camp, email automation, WhatsApp automation, so that the reminders are going on. Okay, that is number 1. Secondly, authority and connection. You are educating and pitching live. Okay, so it's very, very important, as I mentioned to you, you should not spam your audience or just go into pitching and selling mode just from the beginning, or maybe not adding any kind of value. So always ask yourself, what are those at least 2 to 3 key takeaways I want my audience to take from this particular workshop? And always there will be beginners in your workshop, intermediate people, and advanced kind of people. But majority of the people who are joining these workshops will be intermediate to beginner level. Okay. So make sure you add those part as well in your workshop and educate them accordingly. Secondly, you need to have a very strong sales team. As I mentioned to you, they should be very hungry. This is the term that I always use. Your sales team should be hungry. And if your sales team is not hungry to close and dial, that means you are losing out on it. Okay. So whenever you are doing any kind of these events, make sure that you're passing on those leads who have shown the interest and who need some more information before jumping on to buying your product or service or your program into EdTech. Make sure within 30 to 60 minutes, your team is dialing them, calling them, and talking to them and close them up. Speed is the essence in business, specifically in sales. So make sure it happens on the same day, on max to max the next day. Please do not delay it. That is one of the key magical steps that I wanted to share with you through this entire video, is make sure your sales team should be hungry and they should be skilled enough how to talk, what to talk, do the role play, do the mock-ups. And that's where we come into the picture. We train the sales team, we give them the frameworks, we train with them, we do the mock-up calls with them, and we basically make them ready so that they can close anyone, B2C, B2B, mid ticket to high ticket, anyone. Okay. And post event, as I mentioned to you, if you are having multiple products, you can upsell, downsell, cross sell as well if you have that leverage. Some of the FD companies do have it, some of them are not, and that's completely fine. So if you have that luxury, make sure that you use it. And as I mentioned to you, your buying cycle should be very short. You should be able to convert your leads within 2 to 3 days of conducting that event. Okay. So speed is everything, as I mentioned to you. Now, what are the key components that you must get right, without which you might fail to getting those results that I just mentioned to you. Your title, your hook should be outcome focused. Okay. If you are having any generic title, you will not be able to work. For example, for the company that we were helping into data analytics, they were having this hook: build your six-figure career into data analytics in just 4 months. How clear is that? Build your six-figure career into data analytics in just 4 months. And then there were some key points about USPs about their program, and that's how it was. So you need to have very strong hook, very clear outcome-based hook. Nowadays, outcome works. Okay, here you can test out different ad creatives. Some of it can be very direct, some of it can be around storytelling. Okay, so you need to have a proper understanding of your target audience whenever you're going to be leveraging meta ads for your workshops or for any kind of event that you will be doing. Okay, use your testimonials on your landing pages, use your testimonials in your ads as well, in your ad copies as well, and show them the benefits, show them the outcome again, how you were able to help them out. So give your social proof, share your social proof, how you have been able to help them out. Okay, landing page, as I mentioned to you, clear headline, outcome focus, countdown timer you can put in. You need to have a timer on your landing page. And then, as I mentioned to you, very important is this one. Okay, very important to get you sales is social proof and testimonials. Now, watch out delivery. As I mentioned to you, it can be a 90-minute webinar, as low as 90 minutes. It can go up to 2 to 3 day masterclass or a boot camp as well, where every day you're going to be speaking or delivering the value for around 3 hours. Right? It works because one of the first case study I shared, they just do 90-minute webinars. The third case study I shared with you, they did 2 day boot camp. Okay, and even we have seen in 3 day boot camps as well the same results. And the first 60% value, as I mentioned to you, make sure you educate them, real value. Your focus should be on educating them, irrespective whether they go ahead with you or not. And last 30%, even say I will say 25%, make sure you are offering them your offer, showing them the value, showing them the testimonials. Last is follow-up sequence. This is the most important to generate that kind of outcome that I just shared with you. You need to have a very hungry sales team, trained sales team, skilled sales team who can talk to these leads, especially students, working professionals, or if you're into B2B, talk to them as well. Then through email and WhatsApp automation, you should be able to remind them. You should be able to get in touch with them and follow up with them. And then, of course, for the next event, you can use your retargeting the same audience again for your further programs. Okay, you can maybe show direct ads to them to buy your offer, or you can show them the testimonial ad to directly buy from you. Right now, what are some do's and don'ts? Although I've already covered it, so test different hooks. Need to have organic presence. If you're not producing your content organically, you're going to be losing out in the game of ads as well. Okay, if your offer is not working organically, it might not work in ads too. Sorry to be very harsh and really upfront there, but yes, that's the thing. So make sure you are not relying on your ads. You should have a very strong organic presence too. Now, whether you are using Meta, Google, Instagram, or YouTube, be there where your audience is. Okay, use retargeting for the warm audience, as I shared with you, those who are not buying or who have attended any kind of your webinar workshop. Make sure you retarget them with direct offers, with testimonial ads, and then focus on building an irresistible positioning. As I mentioned to you, this step should become here at the first, because without positioning you cannot do the marketing. That's very important. And the last, as I mentioned to you, you should have a skilled sales team, well-trained sales team, and that's where we come into the picture. We're going to train your sales team and also help you get the same results that we deliver for our edtech companies that we are consulting, depending upon who you're targeting, your ticket size, and all the stuff, and different stages that you are in your business, whether you are doing 5 to 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 CR. We're going to come and help you out. And then what are those don'ts? Firstly, don't pitch too early in the workshop. As I mentioned to you, don't be spammy. Don't ruin your overall authority as a company, as a if you as a founder are delivering those sessions. Don't ruin your credibility as well. Otherwise, people are going to give a very bad review and they're going to leave your webinar in between. Don't use generic webinar headlines, as I mentioned to you, or a workshop headlines. Be very specific, outcome oriented. Don't overcomplicate the tech as well. Now, this is the most important part where I see a lot of these tech founders, the company, they struggle with. They use a lot of complicated automation tools and all. You don't need that. Simple Zoom, currently, or Google Form you can use. Okay, and again, if you want email automations, you can use a simple CRM that is there. If you are having a CRM through which you can build the automation on email and WhatsApp as well. And once you join in, of course, we're going to recommend you a couple of them, or already there. You can Google them, put on the chat GPT. You will be able to find out reasonable CRMs. high end CRMs, low end CRMs as well. Go and check that out, right? So, but just by using this one simple funnel, which is very simple to execute, one of our clients are able to generate 17x in ROAS, as I mentioned to you, and that too in a B2C domain, 20,000, 25,000 rupee product and targeting students. Okay, so you can do that in your business as well. Now, my question is for you. Okay, if you're running an edtech business, so try implementing this and let me know how it works. And if you need my help, how I can help you grow, whether you are a beginner at 2 to 3 lakh per month, 10 lakh per month, or you are already a company doing 25 to 50 lakh per month as well. Definitely, we can help you go beyond 50 lakh and 1 CR a month as well with our proven marketing strategies and sales training. Okay. So if you feel like that you want to work with us, if you feel like you want to know more about us, if you feel like that you want to talk to our head consultant as well, there's a link in the description which you're going to click on. There'll be a short application form that you need to fill out. And post that, my team will reach out to you, have a quick call, and then we're going to set up a quick 30 to 45-minute discussion over the Zoom where we're really going to understand what is your business all about, where you are, what are the challenges, and how we can help you and support you in terms of doubling it up, tripling it up, or even 5x as well. Okay. So you will find the link in the description and we'll be looking forward to help you out and scale you as well. So that's it from today's video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.